traveling with medications in 2026 has stricter TSA enforcement. Medical marijuana gets travelers stopped. International travel can land you in jail for carrying common ADHD medications. 6 critical rules you need to know before flying with medications. Starting right now, welcome aboard Fast Track Flyer, where we expose what airlines and TSA don't clearly explain. TSA allows prescription medications through security, but enforcement has become less forgiving. Every week, travelers miss flights not because they're carrying illegal drugs, but because they packed legal medications the wrong way, declared them incorrectly, or assumed the rules were common sense. They are not. Today, we're revealing 6 critical medication rules for domestic and international travel, with exactly how to stay compliant. Not theories, not assumptions. Verified TSA regulations and international requirements. Let's get started. Rule number 1. TSA Medication Rules. Here is the good news first. TSA allows any FDA-approved prescription medication through security. Pills, liquids, creams, gels, injections, or medical supplies. Quantity does not matter for prescription medications. Liquid prescriptions are fully exempt from the TSA 311 liquids rule. Under the standard rule, liquids must be 3.4 ounces or less in one clear quart-size bag. This applies to water, toothpaste, shampoo, and food products. But here is the critical detail many people miss. Prescription liquid medications are not part of that rule. They must be removed from your luggage and declared directly to the TSA officer at the checkpoint. That single step can be the difference between a smooth screening and a full bag search. If you use insulin, injectable pens like Ozempic, or prescription creams for condition like eczema or psoriasis, bring whatever amount you medically need. The same exemption applies to ice packs used to keep medications cool. Over-the-counter medications also receive exemptions when medically necessary, including contact lens solution, cough syrups, hydrocortisone cream, antibiotic ointments, pain relief gels, and skin treatment. However, hand sanitizer must now be 3.4 ounces or smaller in your regular liquids bag. Medical devices remain permitted. CPAP machines, insulin pumps, and similar equipment are allowed through security. Syringes are also permitted when accompanied by injectable medication. On paper, TSA appears reasonable. But none of that matters if you pack things the wrong way or bring medications that federal law prohibits. Rule number 2. Cannabis and CBD Restrictions. This is where travelers get stopped, delayed, and questioned at security in 2026. Medical marijuana and CBD products containing more than 0.3% THC are not allowed on planes. Not in carry-on, not in checked luggage, not even with a valid prescription. TSA does not care what your state law says or what your doctor prescribed. At the federal level, these products are illegal for air travel. TSA official policy states marijuana and certain cannabis-infused products, including some cannabidiol oil, remain illegal under federal law, except for products that contain no more than 0.3% THC on a dry weight basis or that are approved by the FDA. This is where travelers get burned. Someone flies 5 times with no problem. On the 6th trip, their bag gets pulled. TSA officers are required to report any suspected violations of law to local, state, or federal authorities. The only exceptions are hemp-derived CBD products with less than 0.3% THC in original, clearly labeled containers. FDA-approved cannabis medications like Epidiolex, Marinol, Syndrose, and Cesamet can be carried in pharmacy-labeled containers with your name matching your ID. Having a medical marijuana card does not provide legal protection at airports. Leave all marijuana products at home. Rule number 3. Proper packing methods. Technically, TSA rules say that pills and tablets do not have to be in their original prescription bottles, and that technicality is exactly where travelers create problems for themselves. Yes, you can put pills into unlabeled containers or a weekly pill organizer, but just because you are allowed to do something does not mean you should. Unlabeled pills invite questions. Questions invite delays. Delays can easily snowball into missed flights. The safest move is to pack medications in their original labeled containers. This is especially important for controlled substances like Adderall, Ambien, or Vivance. If using a pill organizer, take a photo of the original prescription bottle or keep a copy with you. Always pack enough medication for your entire trip, plus an extra 5 to 7 days. Flights get canceled. Connections get missed. Liquid medications should stay in their original labeled containers. For additional protection, carry a doctor's note and prescription copies, especially for controlled medications. Make sure the name on your prescription matches your passport exactly. Keep gel packs or ice packs completely frozen to avoid additional screening. Rule number 4. Location matter. Where you pack medications can determine whether you stay in control of your trip or lose access to essential medication at the worst possible moment. Here is the rule experienced travelers live by in 2026. Never put medications in checked luggage. Never rely on your carry-on suitcase. Always keep medications in your personal item. Your personal item is the bag that stays under the seat in front of you. Airlines increasingly gate-check carry-on suitcases. If your medication is in that suitcase, you lose access. Organization is what keeps TSA from digging through your things. Keep all medications separate from regular toiletries. Use a dedicated clear bag just for medications and medical supplies. Inside should be prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, medical devices, syringes if required, documentation, and cooling packs. Using a clear bag allows TSA officers to see contents without emptying your bag, dramatically reducing secondary screening. For insulin or injectable pens, use an insulated travel case with gel ice packs. Keeping ice packs frozen reduces additional screening. Rule number 5. TSA Checkpoint Strategy. This is the moment where many well-prepared travelers still slip up. You packed correctly, you organized everything, and then you said nothing at the checkpoint, hoping the TSA would not notice. That is a mistake. When you approach security with medications, be proactive. Tell the TSA officer you're carrying medical liquids or medical devices. Don't wait for them to ask. Pull out your medical kit and your regular 311 liquids bag and place both into a bin. If medical liquids are scattered among toiletries, scanners trigger alarms. If you have internal medical devices like pacemakers or insulin pumps, inform an officer before screening. You may receive additional screening or a brief pat-down. The My TSA app allows you to search items using the Can I Bring feature. Ask TSA gives direct access to TSA representatives. TSA Cares is a dedicated assistance program for travelers with medical conditions or anxiety about screening. Contact them at least 72 hours before your flight to arrange for a passenger support specialist at the checkpoint. TSA Cares is available weekdays 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern, weekends and holidays 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. Rule number 6, international medication laws. This is where even experienced travelers get caught completely off guard. Just because TSA allows your medication through United States security does not mean your destination country will. Medication laws vary dramatically. Japan has some of the strictest regulations. Medications containing pseudoephedrine found in Sudafed are illegal in Japan and Mexico. Adderall is completely banned in Japan regardless of prescription status. Attempting to bring it can result in detention, deportation, or criminal charges. A United States citizen was detained in Japan for 18 days after ADHD medication was shipped to her. ADHD medications are also banned or restricted in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, and China. Sleep aids like Ambien are controlled in Singapore. Codeine-containing medications are classified as narcotics throughout the Middle East. Most countries limit medication amounts to a 30-day supply for controlled medications and 90 days for non-controlled medications. Europe requires Schengen medical certificates for medicines under the Opium Act, including painkillers, sleeping pills, anxiety drugs, and ADHD medication. Australia requires advance permission through a traveler's exemption form for controlled medications. The UAE requires pre-approval from the Ministry of Health weeks before travel. Thailand requires permits from the Ministry of Public Health. Hong Kong requires import licenses for stimulants and sleeping pills. Check the United States Embassy website for your destination well before your trip. Ask your doctor for a letter explaining your medical conditions and why medications are necessary. Create a detailed medication list with brand and generic names, dosages, and doctor information. Keep physical and digital copies. Pack medications in carry-on in original prescription bottles. Never conceal or misrepresent medication. For high-risk destinations like Japan, the UAE, or Thailand, consider switching to alternatives or obtaining medications locally. Never travel with more medication than necessary. If officials confiscate medication, remain calm, ask for a written receipt, and contact your embassy immediately. If this information changed how you would pack medications, hit subscribe and notifications. We're exposing what TSA and airlines don't clearly explain, so you travel prepared. Which section surprised you most? Have you had medication confiscated? Tell us in the comments. Until next time, this is Fast Track Flyer. Know the rules, pack correctly, travel confidently.